how your body works and how these products positively impact your bodies, so that you need to understand that the quantum wellness actually deals with getting to the root cause of our medical problems. Whatever issues we may have, whatever those issues are, simply because quantum wellness deals with what's called microcirculation nutrition. That is a new technology. It gets into your microcirculatory system and cleans up your body. Why? Because 70% of our microcirculatory system, macro and micro, is made up of your microcirculatory system. 70% of your circulatory system is made up of your microcirculatory system. These are the little capillaries and arterioles and venules, all of these things all over your body. And what happens is that it has been discovered these vessels, these tiny vessels, in fact they are so small that 100 of them can hold in one strand of human hair. They are that tiny. These get clogged up. Now, I would have heard, you would have heard a number of advertisements, different supplements, different this, that, and the other to help your cells and so forth. But I personally cannot remember hearing anybody talking about your microcirculatory system. Getting anything or having anything to get into those little vessels and clean them out. We have the technology that does that. Now, before we go any further, I always say there is a story to this. There is a background to this whole thing. So we would always, every week we come on, we would play how this got started. You would hear it. It's called the evolution.
That's right. Straight into that now.
And we are going straight into the evolution video now. Listen carefully.
Our story begins in the aftermath of World War I, when the Spanish flu pandemic claimed 50 million lives. Desperate for answers, royal families turned to top scientists to uncover the root cause of illness and the effects of aging, using only the power of plants. For decades, this team of brilliant minds studied and isolated the highest frequency molecules from 44 of the most powerful healing plants on Earth. After 30 years of meticulous research, they achieved something miraculous. This breakthrough laid the foundation for discoveries that would later win Nobel Prizes in the 1950s, recognizing the vital role of nutrition and oxygen in the body. The evolution continues. In 1973, a special team of European scientists took this research even further. They documented and perfected a process to extract the most nutritious parts of each plant, refining it from over 150 million possible combinations. This led to the creation of iHercules, the most advanced breakthrough in nutrition available to this point in history. iHercules is built on a precise blend of plant nutrients delivered directly to the bloodstream, bypassing common absorption issues. These formulas not only supports the body's internal systems, but also presents a new frontier in reverse biological aging. The story of this extraordinary super nutrition technology spread quietly among the elite and privileged, known as straight from God's garden. iHercules was trusted by adults, babies, pets, and animals alike. It was a safe, potent solution that enriched the blood, enhanced microcirculation, and targeted zombie cells, helping raise the frequencies of the body's immune system. As the elite experienced life-changing results, a visionary businessman saw an opportunity. His mission was clear: to bring this once exclusive technology to everyday people at affordable prices. The evolution continues. This visionary imagined a world where anyone could benefit from these technologies: iHercules, iRevive, and iHercules high-frequency eye patches, without needing to visit clinics or doctors. He dreamed of making these advanced formulas accessible, affordable, and available right at people's doorsteps. He connected with prestigious partners who could help his vision become a reality, and something new was born. These once secret formulas, now simply known as X, combined with the process to extract the high-frequency healing molecules, they put it all together and new extracts was born. The evolution continues. Today, New Extracts champions 3 extraordinary products, each transforming the health and well-being of families worldwide. The global expansion has begun, and now you are the next phase of this remarkable journey. Are you ready to be part of the evolution?
Yes, that's the evolution. That is how the story began and how it continues. New Extracts has 3 products. The iHercules, which is used to spray under your tongue. Now it goes directly into your bloodstream. It bypasses your digestive system, so your body doesn't have to put out additional energy for digestion. It goes straight into your bloodstream. But what it targets is the zombie cells, the nanoplastics, the parasites, the inflammation, the GMO, the spike proteins, all of those things that are what we would say called in your bloodstream, but much more importantly so, in your microcirculatory system. Because it has been discovered that your body cannot get well as long as your blood is what we call dirty. In other words, as long as there are toxins and impurities in your blood, you would always remain or have some sort of health issue. We know the Bible tells us that the life of the flesh is in the blood. So if something is wrong with the blood, then there are problems with your flesh. And so these products are geared toward restoring your body. Now, at this point, I always do my disclaimer. I am not a medical practitioner. I am not a medical expert. In fact, in this scenario, I am an independent New Extracts certified coach. That is who I am at this point in time, okay? An independent New Extracts certified coach. These products do not heal, they do not treat, they do not prevent, they are not used to diagnose, they do not cure anything. What they do, however, is that they bring your body back to a pristine state where your body can actually heal itself. That is God's plan. Your body is able to heal itself. Okay? So whilst we talk about these products, I want you to bear that in mind. So as these products help to rid your bodies of all impurities and toxins or whatever there may be, then your body is able to recover, and it's also able to heal itself whilst it recovers. Okay, this is what it's all about in a nutshell. Now the first product, which is the iHercules, you would have heard the story about it before. So this is the iHercules in particular is not a product that just came on the market. It's only 6 years it has been introduced in a company in the US and is now being distributed. But for years before that, it was being used by the elites and aristocracy in Europe. Movie stars, all of these persons, they would pay about 150,000 US dollars for a 4-month treatment or for a 4-month blood upgrade.
Wow, wow, wow.
Eventually, it was brought to the US, put into a company by Jim Barnett and 3 of his friends. And so they said, listen, we need to get this out to the normal, common, ordinary folks.
Yes.
Why? Because they want to positively impact health statistics, not only in the US, but in the world at large. And here is where we are today, looking at what these products are all about. So, the iHercules, once you use it and it gets into your bloodstream, it helps now to restore the self-stem cells in your body, helps your immune system that was compromised by the different ailments you may have, to help raise the frequency of your immune system. They help also for the telomeres on your chromosomes to get longer, thereby helping to battle the disease and sickness in your body. And as these things happen, you find you are able to overcome whatever ailment you may have. Basically, this is how it works. So it all started off with the iHercules spray. Eventually, however, the science team introduced another product that's called the iRevive cream. Now, some people, because it's called iRevive, believe it's for your eyes. No. It was really formulated for individuals who had suffered third-degree burns.
Yes.
But it works for any skin condition, anything with your skin. So persons started experimenting, and soon they realized as you put it around your eyes, there are other issues that it would be dealing with. All right? You have any problems, skin problems or whatever it is, you use the cream and it helps you to overcome whatever problems you may be having. So we're going to play a look at a video now that deals with the iRevive cream and how the iRevive cream works. It's called The Evolution Continues.
The evolution continues. This advanced plant technology has evolved into something extraordinary, a cream crafted straight from nature's own design, known as food for your skin. iRevive was born. Originally created to help burn victims by supporting tissue regeneration, iRevive quickly proved to be much more. From visibly reducing fine lines and acne to balancing uneven pigmentation, this cream accelerates skin recovery for cuts, abrasions, and even supports hormonal balance, and so much more. iRevive is so pure you can eat it. When taken internally, it supports digestive health, soothing the esophagus and aiding the stomach. The evolution continues. When used daily, iRevive renews and revitalizes, unveiling that youthful glow you may have thought was out of reach. This cosmeceutical is skincare with serious benefits, powered by science. With just one cream, you're getting the benefits of multiple products: exfoliation, hydration, sun protection, and more. Forget layering products. iRevive does it all. iRevive, food from God's garden for your skin. Make it part of your daily routine and see the difference. Take the 3-day My Stem Cells Gone Wild challenge. The evolution continues. Start each day by feeding your skin. With daily use, morning and night, iRevive activates your skin's natural stem cells, bringing out a radiance like nothing else. Friends, family and communities are having revivals and experiencing transformation, discovering smoother, revitalized skin. Share in the excitement and celebrate renewed beauty. Feed the skin, feel the difference, see the difference. Take the 3-day My Stem Cells Gone Wild challenge. Awaken a glow that's unmistakably you. Know what it means to say, I revive. Evolve from just cosmetics to a cosmeceutical. Feed the skin. Feel the difference. Be the difference. I revive my skin. Do you? Start the 3-day My Stem Cells Gone Wild challenge today.
Do you know that the skin is the largest organ in your body? And we look at this iRevive cream and they emphasizing the skin. What happens actually is that as you use the cream on your skin, it activates the fibroblasts in your skin, which is your skin stem cells. And those stem cells are able now to help whatever issue you may be having with your skin, to help your skin overcome those issues. Now, the interesting part about it, however, is that you heard that it can be eaten. I eat it.
Yeah, I'll be so.
If you have like acid reflux and or digestive problems, this could most likely assist you in overcoming that. I usually eat it. You have sore throat. We have, listen, with this cream in particular, let me just back up a little bit. I know persons with neuropathy, you know, especially diabetic neuropathy, and you're having problems with the feeling in your feet and so forth.
Yes.
I know persons personally in Trinidad here who have applied this cream to their feet and started to get results in short order. I know persons who have had diabetic ulcers under their feet, holes in their feet and so forth in Trinidad here, use the cream and see results in a short or relatively short period of time. I have seen people, I know people in Trinidad here who have problems or had problems with their eyes and their eyesight. They used the cream around the eyes and they were able to overcome that predicament.
I would like to try that.
I know persons, and I can go on and on and on. Why? Because more and more people are starting to use the products and seeing the amazing results that they are getting. They are quite satisfied. And I want to encourage you, because when I was first introduced to this and you sitting down listening to me there now, you most likely telling yourself, oh Lord boy, another one again. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And in some instances, you're fed up because there are so many different things on the market and people telling you, use this for this and use that for that and all different sorts of things. I am offering you a solution to whatever predicament you may be facing health-wise. Why? Because it's a technology that no one else has. Microcirculation nutrition technology. In fact, it's only the molecules from plants, the best of the best. The 44 most potent plants, we have the molecules from those plants, and not just any molecules, but the best molecules in the plants is what have been used in these products. So when you use the products, you are actually feeding your body. You are giving your body nutrition. Why? because it's strictly plants, no additives, no preservatives, nothing like that. Only the molecules from plants. The cream, 8 of the most potent healing plants. That's what makes up the cream. About a year or two ago, however, that was before I was introduced to the company introduced their third product, which is called the eye patches. These are subharmonic high frequency patches. And what do I mean by frequency? I remember last week I used an example and I'm going to use it again. I don't know how many of you remember long time in Trinidad. We had 610 radio and 730, both of them on the AM band.
Yeah.
Okay? And we used to say long time, you're going to change your radio station. So you move from 610 to 730. But in moving between there, you would get a lot of static as you move from one station to the next. But really, you were not moving from one station to the next, you were moving from one frequency to the other. And if you move from 610 to 730, it is only when that needle aligns with the 730 frequency that you would get a clear reception.
That's right.
It is exactly how these high frequency patches work. Simply because in a lot of instances, our bodies are out of whack. Let's be honest. Would you agree with me that the things that we eat today don't really give our bodies the type of nutrients that we really need? And that is one of the main reasons why we see the rise in so many different ailments, because our bodies are not being they are not receiving the correct nutrition as we ought to be receiving. So that we need to bring back our bodies in alignment.
Yes.
So we're going to listen to another video now that deals with the high frequencies. Now this company has 19 of them. And I'm going to just spend a short period of time on each of them after the video.
Hi, I'm Care, and guess who I have to talk with us today? Sally, who's the creator of our bioenergetic discs. And we want to talk about energy, frequency, and vibration, and why our eye patches absolutely work. So Sally, welcome.
Yeah, it's nice to be here with you. I
You know-
appreciate the opportunity to share these discs with everyone because they're so powerful and we just love them.
No kidding. You know, when we first heard that we were, and everybody's got patches now, and I've used all of them, and I've never been very impressed. And with these, oh my gosh, we have more testimonials with these in just what, 2 months or so that they've been out, than with everything. I mean, it's amazing what people are experiencing. And you know, I've been involved with natural healing and energy medicine for more than 50 years. And I understand energy, frequency, vibration, and everything starts in our energy field. All of our illnesses and our wellness starts in our energy field, and it works into the physical. And when we put a patch on our skin, and it's holding the frequencies of Hercules and grounding EMFs and 5G and adding additional things that speak from the neurons in our skin to the neurons in our brain on a frequency basis, it's like so powerful. So let me just ask you to share a little bit about your understanding of how this works and why this works.
Yeah. Well, as you said, frequency is what everything gets broken down to and what our bodies react the best to, in my opinion. And we have, when you place the patch on, it goes into your energy field and then it bathes your body in the frequencies. So your body can pick and choose what different frequencies it wants at any given time. And so that's just such a beautiful thing, because we have imbalances and we have blockages in our frequency, and we can have that years before anybody's going to have a symptom or anything pathological that you're going to be able to see or feel or notice. And so when we work on getting the body back into balance through frequency, you don't know the things that you could be alleviating, but it helps the body, give it the right tools so that the body can do what it knows to do, because it's so smart anyways, and then it can naturally heal itself and stimulate it to do what it was designed and created to do.
And you feel it immediately, or almost, you feel it right away, because there's no time in when you're talking about energetics and frequency. It affects us immediately. So it's a great way to introduce Hercules to people is through a patch. Because if somebody is having aches and pains or low energy or stress, and you put a patch on them, it changes the way they feel.
Yeah, and that's one of the beauties of it, is they feel it immediately. Most people feel it. They might not be able to recognize what they're feeling, but they'll be able to feel like, wow, I can really feel something.
Yeah, I love them. I'm so impressed with them. And now we have 8. And then there were 8. Oh my gosh. Let's go through quickly what they all are.
Okay.
There's one that's just bathes your body in the Hercules frequency for 24/7 for 3 days, because you put these patches on and they last and bathe your body in those frequencies for 3 full days. So there's one that just has all of the frequencies from the 44 most powerful plants on the planet in that, but it also has frequencies that ground EMFs and 5G. So, I mean, man, that's like, wear that all the time.
Yeah. Well, everybody can benefit from that, especially if you're going to a conference and you're sitting in a building, or you sit in an office, or just out in your homes. We just are so bombarded by everything that it's kind of slowly evolved over the last 20 or 30 years that people don't really realize how much it is. That's why when you go to the ocean and you just sit on the beach and you walk in the sand and feel the waves, you feel so good. That's why if you go out into a country meadow and you walk, especially barefoot, you feel so good. It's because you're getting that natural earth energy. And since we can't walk around like that all the time, we put that into a patch with Hercules. So then it kind of like puts your body in a little bubble, and you're just walking around with these grounding frequencies that are going to help, so that all of that negative energy isn't bombarding your body, that you're able to just hold on to the positive frequencies.
And the Hercules and the EMF grounding frequencies are all in every one of the patches. There's one that's what you get, but then there's another one that has Hercules grounding and pain and inflammation mediation. So,
Yes.
do you want to talk a little bit about that one?
Yeah, that one is probably one of the most popular ones, because so many people have pain. And the beauty of this one is you wear it on your left side above your waist, because that's our receiving side. That's where you're going to receive the most energy. So that's why we put them on our upper body on the left side, because we want to receive as much of that frequency as we can. So you put that on, and then it bathes your body in all the frequencies that are going to help with pain and inflammation, and just to help you to feel better. But you also can place a second patch right on the spot. So for instance, if your right knee is hurting, you put one on your left side on the upper right, or the upper left side of the body, and then you put one right on your knee. So you can actually wear 2 patches, which will amplify the benefits and give you a quicker response.
With pain and inflammation, sometimes if there's extreme pain, it's necessary to break that pain cycle, and then you can go back to just one.
Yes. Yeah, you don't have to wear 2 the whole time, but a lot of times it's really nice nice, especially for things that are acute, to just wear it so that you feel the benefits of it, and then you can drop back down to one and just wear that on a daily basis.
So one of my favorites is the one for stress and anxiety, because, oh my gosh, I mean, I didn't think I had stress and anxiety, but we live in toxic soup. We're getting stressors from our air, food, and water, and you never know what else is going on. I mean, good Lord, there's so much going on in the planet right now. And when your body's under stress, everything constricts. And so if you wear the one for stress and anxiety, besides being bathed in a Hercules and grounding, you're getting what, nutrients, frequencies from
You're getting-
nutrients?
Yeah, you're getting frequencies that are gonna help your body to stop that fight or flight that a lot of people have. We get so stuck in that we don't know how to do anything but the fight or flight. And so these has frequencies that are gonna help you to just calm down, to relax, to feel more balanced, to just be able to go through your day and handle it better, not be at the top of your stress all the time.
Well, and getting out of fight or flight, I mean, fight or flight shuts your body down, so you can run. And you don't need to be digesting, so the digestion is, I mean, everything is off when you're under stress. It is a killer. Excuse me.
Definitely is.
One of the other ones that I didn't think I would need, as I have plenty of energy, I've been using my Hercules for 3 years. But we got up in the middle of the night to go drive 12 hours. And after a couple hours driving, you know, we're yawning and going, oh my gosh, I've got energy patches in my purse. How many people have low energy and just need more energy? Oh my gosh, these work. We drove the whole rest of the way without being tired, without yawning, being safe in our driving.
Yeah.
You know, and so many people have low energy because
They do, that's why energy drinks and, you know, the 5-hour shots and all those things that you can pick up are so popular, but
and so damaging.
they're so hard on your body.
There are no negative side effects with frequencies. As Sally said, your body just picks and chooses from them. So,
Yeah,
and
there's no side effects, no interactions. You can use them. I've used them on 4-day-old grandkids of mine, you know, little babies. You can use them on elderly, especially people if they have, like I said, digestive issues or problems swallowing. You know, it's a really nice benefit to get them started on.
Absolutely. So, we've talked about 3 of them. There's one for joint pain. I had a woman call me the other day going, oh my God, I've been in pain for 8 years. I put a patch on my knee, and she said the pain went way down. She got up the next morning and she had no pain. I was like, yeah. I mean, these work. These absolutely work, and these contain different types of frequency than the one for pain and inflammation.
It does, it's more specific to joints, because joints have other issues, so while you can have pain with joints, and the pain and inflammation patch would help you, the joint one is more specific to joints, so it deals more with, the freedom of movement and being able to move your joints better. It also deals with some of the, bacteria that you can have in your joints, so it's more specific to, yeah, it's more specific to actually helping your joints, different issues that people have with their joints and just freeing them up.
And I see a lot of people ordering pain and inflammation and joint pain, and working both because they've got pain, but they've got joint issues. So
Yeah, they just work wonderful together. It's a, really, the pain and inflammation and the joint patch, they're just a wonderful marriage where you can use them together. And so many people have, you know, just with aging or sports injuries or just, you know, I played football in high school and now I'm 60 years old and I can barely walk. You know, because our society is so toxic, we just have so many issues, and it just really works nice to help your body so that it can.
Did you play football in high school, or you're just using
I
that
did
as
not.
an example? Okay.
No, I did not. I just know a lot of people have football injuries. I was not a football player. I played flag football a couple times. That's as far as I got.
Oh my gosh, weight weight loss and appetite suppressant.
Yeah, that's a favorite.
Oh,
That one is
I was,
just, it,
I was skeptical of that one. We have had so many testimonials of people losing weight, I mean, 12 pounds a month even, but just, totally changing the way they're eating and not eating the sugars and the junk, I mean, not wanting it. So,
Yeah.
can you talk a little bit about that? Because I think that's amazing, and oh my gosh, when you're in the holiday season and you can put a weight management on and not gain those extra pounds,
yeah. You can stop at a cookie instead of wanting more, because what the weight management one does is it helps to increase your metabolism. So there's frequencies in there that will help your metabolism, but then there's also frequencies that are going to help with cravings, with overeating, with emotional eating, and we don't realize how much we really are emotional eaters, and we crave things, and that's why we eat them. We don't eat, it used to be you eat to survive, and you eat because you needed the nutrition, that, food is fuel, and now we eat because it's social, or because we're bored. I mean, there's so many reasons, and this one helps to combat that, so that you eat, you actually crave. When I put it on, I crave better foods like the fruits and the vegetables.
everybody's saying
I can
that.
pass up the cookies without a problem, because my body's getting what it needs. It's getting the nutrients,
Yeah.
and so I found it really helpful.
So another one is for mental clarity. I love that. I mean, so many people have brain fog. So many people have dementia and, issues that, real advanced forms. Tell me about this one.
Yeah, that one helps you just to feel more balanced and focused. So, when you're at work, you can go in and you can focus on what you need to do so you can be more productive. Just, in general in life, we're so busy and we get pulled in so many different directions, that this one just helps you to be able to think clearly, to prioritize, to not be as impulsive, and just really to balance out your thinking. And
Under function. Boy,
yeah,
I need that.
and there's so many people that need it.
Yeah. We all do. We all do. We need all of these. Let me think. There's another one, and that's for sleep.
Yeah.
So
That one is a little bit different than the other patches because you don't wear it. It's possible to wear it, but if you wear it, you have to remember to take it off at night, and that's kind of hard for people to do. So what our recommendation is that you put it inside your pillowcase, because then it's going to stay right there. It's not, you put it under your sheet too. It really doesn't matter. It just needs to stay so that when you lay in bed, it's going to be in your energy field.
oh, cool.
And then while you sleep, it bathes you in all that frequency that's going to help you to fall asleep faster, to go into the different realms of sleep, so that you get that really restful, healing sleep that your body needs. And then you're more productive during the day when you're actually sleeping properly and getting the right amount of sleep. And because you only lay in bed part of the day, the patch actually lasts 6 days. So our package is a month's supply for 2 people.
Oh,
So
cool.
husband and wife can both put it on their pillow for a month and both sleep.
Excellent. Well, Sally, you are a bioenergetic specialist who has absolutely taken our company to the next level. I love this. And I love what I'm seeing. The testimonials are amazing. Frequency, Nikola Tesla says, if you want to know the secrets of the universe, you look at energy, frequency, and vibration.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. That's the future of medicine. That's our future in everything. And we are way above, way ahead of the crowd with what we've got going on with these amazing eye patches. I personally think everybody needs all of them, because you never know that when there's going to be some trauma come up and you need that stress and energy patch, or when you're going to have an injury and you need that one for pain and inflammation or joints, or you have a zillion things that you need to do during the day and you get up and go, oh man, I wish I had more energy. Well, put one on.
Yeah. Yeah, they're great to keep on hand because like you said, you never know when you're gonna need them and you can wear them every day and they're just gonna benefit you.
I've been wearing one every day. I've been playing with all the different ones so that I can really understand what they do for me. But the thing that I like the most is that it bathes the body, I love that term, bathes the body, in frequencies of Hercules all
Yeah,
day long.
that's very powerful.
I still,
And one of the nice things, you can wear multiple patches, so you don't have to just say, well, I have to, I have 5 issues, but I can only take care of one. Our recommendation is 3 or 4, but you could wear all 7 of them and have the 8th one on your pillow if you wanted to, and you'd still be fine.
well, I don't think I need all of them at
No,
once.
most people don't, but
Most
a
people
lot of
don't.
people wonder if they can use more than 1 or 2, and it's, it's very beneficial to use more.
Okay. Sally, thank you so much. I really appreciate your input with this, and I know that we're gonna do another video where we go in depth on every one of them as well, so stay tuned.
Well,
Well,
thank you for having me, it's my pleasure.
all right.
Wow, 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 wow.
Go ahead.
The person who was interviewing Sally, her name is Carol Posick. Carol was in a motor vehicular accident, and she was in a wheelchair. She hadn't walked for 2 years. Then one day she heard a quantum physicist on air saying that he doesn't care what you are going through. As long as your blood is dirty, you will not get better. She said, and she believed him. That was 3 months after these products were introduced to the US market. She took the products, the Hercules only. And 2 months after, she got out of a wheelchair, walked pain-free, and never ever returned to her wheelchair. That is one of her stories. Sally is a bioenergetic expert. She is the innovator of the eye patches that we have. Now, you would have heard whilst she was being interviewed, they spoke about 8 eye patches. That is what they had then. Today, there are 19 different eye patches that we can choose from. How are they used? You wear them on your top or your upper left hand side of your body above your heart. That is called the inflow side of your body. A minimum or a maximum of 3 days, and then you can take them off. We have had reports from people who took them off, put them in their plants, put them on their animals, and saw also amazing results. Right? But what I want to do now, however, is to go through just a short reading on why do we need these eye patches in our immediate circumstance. Because the era we live in can be not just can be, it is very toxic.
Yes.
And we are bombarded with a multitude of frequencies daily. These negative frequencies interrupt the signals in your brain trying to send messages to all parts of your body. Now, do you know that your body uses frequencies to communicate one part with the next? Messages are sent through your nerves, through your synapse, from one part to the next. And these frequencies are interrupted by other outlying frequencies, or even when there are problems in your body and they are interrupted, so that is when now you start to feel pain, you start to feel sickness, you start to see diseases and so forth, because the frequencies are interrupted. The pollution is referred to as electromagnetic fields. These are caused by cell phones. Now, this what I'm going to call you a very, very popular in everybody's hands, everybody's home. We are all open to all of these things.
Sleeping with your cell phone.
They are caused by cell phones, microwaves, power lines. The most invasive of which is our home Wi-Fi.
Oh, yes.
All of which we call electronic chatter.
Pots, yeah.
It is why we are weaker, unbalanced, and more fatigued than we should be.
Go ahead.
These patches help restore balance by assisting in repairing weakened frequencies in a non-invasive way. These eye patches emit subharmonic frequencies, initiating a self-healing process and enhancing cellular signaling for the body's natural healing ability. Folks, we need to understand this. In our environment, in a lot of instances, we depend on pharmaceuticals and so forth. Now, I'm not saying anything is wrong with that. But there are other natural ways in which we can get our bodies to recover or to heal itself.
Yes.
And frequency and energy medicine vibrations is one of those ways. No, I hope you don't believe that tell yourself that I'm going out of the Bible and the Word of God or whatever it is, right? But this is the reality.
It is.
And if you know about frequencies, that is how the universe operates.
Yeah.
By frequencies.
Can I add something there to that, in fact?
Sure.
Because as a musician, in fact, right, for some years now, playing some music from some, I have a little idea about frequency, right? And the vibration and stuff like that. Even with that, you mentioned with, being spiritual part of it, in fact.
Yeah.
I had experience personally by playing, I play bass guitar, seeing people be delivered.
Yes.
All right? And of course, the Holy Ghost has been there, the anointing being there, but the Holy Ghost revealed. And I play one bass chord, one frequency, and that will resonate to the people, and people on deliverance to that, you understand?
Quite
Whatever.
so.
People says, hey, this music you playing, I don't know what type of music you're playing, but when you play a certain type of thing, come out of it. And I know it has nothing to do with my skill, for sure. Not my skill, you know. But these things, I've seen this happen, even my personal life as well. You mentioned being around microwaves and internet. I work in a tech department for some years, well, right? And microwave, everything technical, in fact, is right there in the technical room, in fact. I had my office as well. But I used to be real drained, real tired at one time. I used to just leave and go to the beach and just say relax.
Yes, yeah.
But that was a form of detoxing, I just say, in fact, and getting back my energy and come back.
Right, yes.
Because the energy there, I see it.
I know the thing with these patches that we have, what makes it different from other people's is because it's infused with the frequencies of the eye Hercules.
Yes.
So you have that soothing, that recovering frequency there, and also they are also infused with grounding frequencies.
Yeah.
We heard Sally spoke about, and many people do it.
Walk
You go on the beach and you walk barefooted in the sand.
Yes.
You just go and let the breeze hit you.
The sound of the waves.
That is the sound of the waves.
The frequency,
you understand?
yeah.
Yes, the frequency. You go and you walk in the savannah barefooted or whatever it is. All of those are grounding frequencies that you are exposing your body to, right? And this is what it's all about. Now, you heard Sally and Carl speak about 8 of them. As I told you, there are now 19 different patches. There is one called chatter protection, electronic chatter protection. That is one that's specifically geared to protect your body from the same frequencies that are being emitted from your cell phones and your microwave and 5G towers and all of these things. Is able to protect your body from that. There is another one that's called I Revive and alkalinity. Now we know that no sickness or disease can function in an alkaline environment. Most of the times when people get ill, it's because their body have become acidic. Here now is the one of the eye patches that helps to elevate the alkalinity in your body, but it also has the frequency of the Eye Revive cream. So what it does also is that it helps to clean your skin at the same time. It also helps to build your muscle and to energize you, just as the Eye Revive cream does. There is another one that's called Going Viral. This one here now is for the flu. You know, we have sometimes in some places have the flu season.
Yes.
Right? You have the flu ailments or whatever it is. You can use the Going Viral patch. I'm just running through them. And then we have another one now for thyroid issues. For hyper or hypothyroidism, you can now use the thyroid patches that helps to regulate and balance your whole system as far as your thyroid goes. And then there is another one, weight loss and appetite suppressant. She spoke about that earlier on. Vibe for women. Some women talk about the hot flashes as you're going through your menopause. Or sometimes the young girls have their PMS and their pains and so forth. These help to regulate your hormones and bring back everything in balance. And then there is the vitality for men who have prostate issues, right? Even with erectile dysfunction, all of these things to bring back your testosterone level where it's supposed to be. These are the patches for men. They spoke about the sleep ease, the stress and anxiety, mental clarity, pain and inflammation, joint pain, energy. And then recently as about a month or so ago, the company introduced 3 new patches. One is called Crave Away. That Crave Away is to help you overcome any type of craving that you may have. You know, there are some people who have what's called a sweet tooth.
Yes.
And sometimes it's as though it happens to me, you know, as though you're going crazy. You have to get something sweet in your mouth. You understand? We have that, the Crave Away for that. But it also works for persons who have issues with addiction, right? Any sort of addiction is going to help you to overcome these issues in your life. And then there is one called Plastic Clear. That is to help eliminate the nanoplastics from your body. I haven't had time to do it, but nanoplastics, in fact, somebody sent me last week a video where they were showing where nanoplastics, a lot of it is found in chewing gum. So people who just like to chew gum, they actually put in nanoplastics into their bodies. So this Plastic Clear helps to rid your body of nanoplastics. And I have videos dealing with nanoplastics, and they are actually showing that people who have dementia and Alzheimer's, there is a high content level of nanoplastics in their brains. They are also showing you now where babies are now getting in their placentas, nanoplastics is showing up as it's being transferred from the mother to the babies. And then the last one is called empowerment. That is one that helps you. You know, some people just naturally have negative energy, and you know you get problems in achieving or succeeding in certain things. These patches, the empowerment patches, help you to overcome all of those things. So these are what the patches are all about.
Right.
Yes, these patches help with this. What I'll do one of our sessions is dedicate the entire session to the patches, because we have recordings that's maybe about a little over an hour that's dealing with each and every one of the patches. Okay? Now our time is almost on us. I just want to do a little give a few announcements. Firstly, tomorrow evening, for those who are in Trinidad, you can join us at the Center of Excellence in Macoya. The building, you're looking for Cafe Rustic. That's right next to the pool, and there are two gates. That's the entrance to the pool area. You come through those two gates, walk alongside the pool, and come to the back of the pool to the burnt orange building. That is where we'll be from 3 o'clock tomorrow evening. That is the last physical session that we'll be having for this year. We'll be finishing off at that session. And then tomorrow night it's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 10 p.m. TNT time, I want you to join our flagship presentation with Carol Posick, where she goes through the products, but very, very importantly, you would get to see and listen to people's testimonies as to how these products have been positively impacting their health. Okay? If you want to get in touch with me, you can call me on WhatsApp 1-868-744-8681. 1-868-744-8681. Or you can go onto my website. It's newextracts.com, nuextrax.com/Maranatha. MARANATHA. Let me say that again. New Extracts, nuextrax.com/Maranatha. MARANATHA. You'll get onto my website and you can see whatever information you require. Feel free to share with others. All right? If you want additional information, contact me and I'm going to let you know. Okay? God bless you. We are going to close off with one additional video. If it's possible, Shimon, or I know it's after 7, or you want us to close off?
We can do that. We can do the one video. And
okay, sure.
Let me just make sure we get it there.
So God bless you, folks. We wouldn't be on next week Saturday. We'll be on the first Saturday in December, and that also will be our final session for the year.
Okay. Let's get this video. All right, let's go.
And even your skin healthier, all from the top parts of plants studied for over 50 years in Europe. Would you want to know about it? Of course you would. You have a highway of life running through your body, your microcirculation. When it's open and clean, more oxygen, more nutrition, and more immune defenders get in, and more toxins, microplastics, and inflammation get out. Let me give you a picture. Imagine frostbite. When blood supply is cut off to your hand, that area begins to die. But the moment blood flow opens back up, life rushes in, and that tissue can live again. Think about this. Your body contains roughly 10 to 40 billion tiny microvessels. About 100 of them could fit inside a single strand of hair. Now imagine what would happen if you increased your blood flow by just 10%. Because of how effectively the body can absorb and utilize what keeps these vessels open, that small improvement could make a massive difference. Remember, your blood is the carrier of life. It delivers oxygen, nutrients, and your immune system's army of defenders to every cell. The science team behind this breakthrough, after more than 50 years of research, often says, clean and open pipes, especially the micropipes, can extend your life. When your microvessels stay open and clear, everything in your body functions better, longer, and stronger. That's how critical microcirculation is. It is 70% of your circulation in your body. It's not optional. It's the lifeline for your entire body down to every cell. Care is 77 years old, just 3 years apart. And the difference you see is the power of clean open circulation. It changes everything. Here's the truth. Our bodies are overloaded. Toxins are coming at us from every direction. The air we breathe, the food we eat, the water we drink, even the clothes we wear. This constant exposure creates confusion and breakdown throughout our systems. Studies now show we're consuming an astonishing 70,000 particles of micro and nanoplastics every single day, adding up to over 22 to 25 million pieces a year. From tires, plastic containers, water bottles, and countless other sources, we are literally living in a world of plastic and toxins. In fact, that adds up to about a credit card's worth of micro and nanoplastics lodged inside us every week. Now ask yourself, how long would it take for these tiny particles to clog the body's smallest vessels? The microcirculation that fuels life itself? Could this be driving the rise in autism, autoimmune conditions, and the epidemic of heart, lung, kidney, and liver diseases we see today? There's only one way out. Opening the smallest blood vessels with unique plant-based nutrition, the body can finally wash these toxins out and restore balance. This isn't a this for that supplement. This is a new plant-based technology for everything and everyone, even your pets. Because it's for the delivery system of everything that moves through your body. It's a paradigm shift in how we think about health and longevity. A new direction, a better you. The future of nutrition starts here. You can add life to your years, and years to your life, with this superior 100% raw plant-based supplement. Why buy the rest when you can have the best?
Thank you. Thank you very much. I thank all of you for logging on to Kingdom News Radio this evening with Kelvin Caraby, Quantum Wellness. Keep it locked right here. We'll be back shortly, all right?
You're listening to KNR, Kingdom News Radio. We're on, and we're online.
Welcome to the future of online broadcasting with Kingdom Technologies Limited. From Trinidad and Tobago to the Caribbean and beyond, our network of online radio stations keeps culture, community, and the Kingdom message alive.
AlimaRadio.com, celebrating the music, culture, and people of Trinidad and Tobago. KingdomNewsRadio.com, your trusted source for gospel, current affairs, and